I can't see. MashaAllah. So my brothers and sisters, let me explain to you. I'd rather close my eyes and speak. I can still see the faces I saw a little while ago in this hall, mashallah. Anyway, we thank Allah for all His gifts. They say when it becomes dark suddenly, you pause for a few moments and the problem is resolved. You can start seeing again because of the gift of the Almighty to mankind, that your eyes will adjust to the dark and the light by the dilation of the pupils, or the opposite, depending on what is needed. What an amazing gift of the Almighty. Thank Him. So, there we go. There we go. There we go. MashaAllah. That's the lights coming back slowly. Do you notice how they're teasing us? One. Let me say a few better words. They might listen and let us have another one this side. But my brothers and sisters, some time later, Ibrahim alayhi salam visited his son again, and his wife, a different wife, had opened the door, and she was so happy. She didn't know who it was, but she spoke very well. She spoke highly of her husband. She was very respectful. He says, tell him when he comes back that such and such was here, and he said that you should maintain the receiver of your door. And so later on, Ismail alayhi salam says, that was my father telling me that he's happy with you, you're a good wife and I should keep you. So I've had instances where fathers come and say to their kids, divorce your wife. And when we tell them you're not allowed to do that, the two are getting along quite well. And who are you to interfere? They say, well, didn't Ibrahim alayhi salam say to his son, divorce your wife, and he had to do it? And I always say, you are not Ibrahim. You are not a prophet, and your son is not Ismail. You need to know that. So don't come and tell me that you as a parent have, for no reason, the instruction in that regard, because you don't. We will respect you, we will be kind to you, we will honor you, but we will also know you may make mistakes because you're a human being. Wherever that does happen, we will navigate through it at the time. May Allah Almighty make it easy for us to be the best children to our parents. Say Ameen. And may Allah make us the best spouses to our spouses. And if it's very, very good, then the plural of spouses is spice. You need to remember that. May Allah Almighty grant us ease. My brothers, my sisters, Ibrahim alayhi salam left his children, his son, and his wife, meaning his family, and went off. The question is, why? Now here is why. When he was young, he saw his father doing things. He saw the community doing things. They would carve little objects and they would start worshipping anything and everything, and they would call out to those things and they would worship those things and so on. And he kept saying, you can't, man. There has to be a Lord, a Lord. There has to be something, someone greater than all of this. But he was a kid, and as a kid, he started looking at things. He told them, how can you worship something that doesn't harm or protect itself, let alone you? And you're asking it for protection, and you're asking it for things when it cannot provide those things for itself. You have to have a deity that can provide, that does provide, that is absolute, that is independent, that is absolutely amazing. And so his folks threatened him. His father says to him, we will cast you in the fire. We will throw you into a flame. Imagine his own son. My brothers and sisters, when your children ask you questions that are weird and strange and perplexing, something that you've never heard before, take it in your stride. Listen to them. Don't just threaten them. And don't just say, shut up. And don't just say, keep quiet. You're not allowed to ask. They may ask you some strange questions. Find the answer. Buy a little bit of time. Get the answer. Take them to someone who knows. Go and do the research. Come. If you do not answer it, they will get the wrong answers from somewhere else.